Here are the horoscopes for the week of the 22nd to the 28th of February 2021. We've had a couple of really intense weeks with at least 6 planets passing through Aquarius and some squares to Uranus, which is the ruler of Aquarius. So this week things start to calm down as we begin with Mercury turning direct. So the Mercury Retrograde has been in its 3-stage process since January, and we've been taken in to be able to change our mind, to learn how to change our beliefs, to learn how to be flexible, take on new information, do the editing, think critically, do our own research, and become sovereign to our mind and our thoughts and what they lead to. So this has been very challenging, as lots of information is swirling around, and certainly lots of opinion and lots of habit-based belief forms. But we're also being shown how to come out of the mind and to centre in the heart, to realise that we're thinking in a stream of consciousness, non-stop thoughts, but the awareness comes in when we observe those thoughts and challenge them and process them and direct them to work for us. And then consciousness being tuning into higher thought forms. Once we're aware that we're in stream of consciousness, then we can raise above the collective. So the collective thought forms are very strong, all pushed by media and reinforced in the public arena. But being aware of our thoughts, what they're creating, changing that around, and being conscious enough to raise our awareness to tune into higher thought forms has been part of this Mercury retrograde. So we're in the onwards and upwards phase of this now. Take a look back, see what you've learnt, respect the changes that you've made and what that will then create. And by taking a little time to have those realisations, we won't fall back into the old patterns or forget the lessons. At the same time, over the last couple of weeks, we've had some squares going on at the same time. Over the last month, we've had some squares to Uranus, and squares are a push-through, breakthrough challenge. So we had Jupiter square Uranus late January, and then we've recently last week had Saturn square Uranus. So this is us getting out of the old structures, breaking free, becoming sovereign to our mind and our independence, really anchoring in our wisdom. That's what was being forced through with these squares. So just take some time on Monday to reflect, look back, see what you've changed, how you've changed, feel your highest frequency, tune into your highest thought forms and embody them fully. And this is why Mercury retrogrades and squares aren't negative, because they actually force us to grow. It's always us schooling us, it's always us taking on challenges at the right time. And this is really setting us up for 2021 and beyond. In the middle of the week we have Mars trine Pluto. Trine is a harmonic, Mars is the lower masculine, Pluto the higher masculine. And the masculine energy is drive, passion and will. So the symbol for Mars is a circle with an arrow pointing upwards. This is the circle as the sun, or our soul, where we take our soul force energy and direct it upwards. And Pluto is transmutation, where we die to the old and raise our energy up to the crown, rebirth. So we've got some very positive energies there with Mars, harmonic to Pluto, as we connected with our passion and our drive during the Mars retrograde. Around November time, we can now really start to direct that energy. The blocks have been removed, we're centred and certain, and we're ready to go. By Wednesday we have the Moon opposite Pluto, so this is a very deeply meditative and reflective time. And with all the changes that we've had going on with our mind, our thoughts and our beliefs, then those can often be housed in the cells of our body as memories. So this will be a great opportunity to let some of those cellular memories be released out of the body and out of the energy body, so that we can really let go and move on lighter and brighter. By Friday we have Venus moving into Pisces, so we have had all of this highly electric activating energy of all the Aquarian activity recently, and this will be a time to be able to dissolve, allow, surrender. And I feel the theme of the month of Pisces will be unity consciousness. We're taught in every way to see ourselves as separate. But when we realise the interconnectivity of everything, when we realise that other people are bringing messages to us there's something in us that we're attracting so that we can learn, then we can stop seeing everything as separate, living in the fight, flight, survival, living in fear, and we can really make the most of this lovely Pisces month before the spring equinox rebirth to do the cellular cleansing, the energy body cleansing, the releasing, the letting go, as we choose love, not fear. So a very deeply healing week. Look back, get the detail, get the message, get the seed of awareness. Really respect the journey that you've been on and what you've learned. Make the subtle shifts. Let the past go. And then light the fire in the centre of your being, as that will be our directing force going forwards at the spring equinox as we enter a whole new cycle. So as you may be aware, to help us with some of these changes, I have been creating monthly videos with Julia Melville, Transcending the Negative Mind. Our Pisces episode is up. It's not just for people that are Pisces, it's for the energies of this month and what we can do at the right time to lift ourselves out of negative thinking patterns and liberate ourselves to soul-centered living. So there's lots of coaching tips there. It's a lovely combination of the two of us, and some intuitive astrology as well. If you'd like to contact me to learn your chart, or to have a reading, or for coaching to help break some of these negative patterns, then I am available, zoehind7@gmail.com. I post daily on Facebook at Astrozo, Instagram at zoehind7, and these videos and more are on my YouTube channel, zoeastro. So to sum up this week, really take a deep breath, look back, reflect, put any practices in place of letting go. We've been through a tough couple of weeks, but it's been for a reason, to set us up sovereign and bright for the year to come. So we can now let go of a lot of baggage, having taken the meaning, understood it, embodied it, and really grown in strength from the Mercury Retrograde and the Uranus squares. So those are the horoscopes for this week, and I'll see you next week.